See how it all worked? I was thrown out. Yeah, that's why I'm in.
Rigo again, though, it's Moana being absolutely unloaded on from the sidelines. DBS up close, and DBS up.
Strong player. Now, I do worry, though, because it's a team with a lot of personality on board. His vision, though, moving in over towards Sandhawk.
This is Vision grouped up, looking to rock together. Go for the burst in. DBS is bringing the baseline as the beat comes through. Bit of a shot back over from Vision. 2 knocks instantly onto them. Marcelo up close towards the window side, just baiting off his teammates' contact, looking for the close range engagement. And it's not ideal for Team Secret. One by
opportunity to rotate down towards that south. It's a tough decision. Here's Alpha Gaming, though, once again, coming up against GMX.
It's already costly as well. A lot of dividends between both of these teams. You're down to 2 players. Of course, 1 knock there as well, so effectively just a solo. Doc with the nade for the clear on the angle. No real health to play with either. DBS raining out bullets back onto him, keeping him in check. Even if they come away from this, you're going to be so low in terms of what you've invested into it.
They'll run back into it.
Mate.
It's not gone off yet. Not gone off yet.
Crispy is from distance, which is nice to see he's still on it. Finding influence here, considering obviously the rough opener they had going into this. Dive in of the top, Silence getting aggressive. Got the nade ready as well. 3 seconds on the cook. I don't know how he just keeps doing this. Yeah, absolutely is dominating. Just from that one position on high. He's been given so much freedom to rip his way through anyone that dares to step up. Ooh, that is going to sting. Smited back down to the ground. Up close with the DBS. You feel the full force in your chest on that one, Blank.
That's decent coming through from Intense Game. A very respective of their props. So Falak as well as T24 going to be very aware of this.
This was DRX, obviously. They got up close towards Influence Rage quite some time ago, but they've been biding their time up until now. Dive in towards the compound, looking to force them out and see if they can seize control of this one. Leave themselves.
Now, Alter Ego is in a massive fight and currently decimating over towards Ida. Only Emre still up and kicking. This is 7 Elim, 6 for Rosemary. Both players doing a hell of a lot right now.
Well, this was the thing as well, right? Obviously, he's been playing for that position up and high for so long. They got vision. Oh, they realized they were ahead of them. Tried to go for the backstab into it. Rosemary found some impact now. Down and out. All up to the last remaining member. Falls out. They're able to keep themselves.
Probably cleave through Regnum Kaya fairly easy off the back of that. Especially if they want to hold onto those nades a little bit longer. Lovely toss there coming through. Over towards Toshpik, leaving Regnum Kaya now as just 3.
It's the spacing as well. You're right on the money, Blank. They've got to try and push up and fight together on this one. Baiting out the crosshairs. Volt from the back line gets one straight in between the eyes on Silas. There's the damage back from Falak as well, finding the opportunity of knowing DRX crashed in early. They'll have that vision on the cross if they want to go for it. Seeing the attention turned. Completely
away from Influence Range of DRX, and 4 Thrives have the opportunity to do something very, very good here.
DRX got a nice burst. Up close and personal with the nades. They've had him trapped for so long. And this is going to be infuriating rage for them. Not really much room to breathe either. Zone nipping at your heels. DRX have finally smoked you out.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous hold. Sizzy actually being able to get over towards that warehouse. 4 Thrives versus Regnum Kaya. At the end of it, Smiles not making his way through.
The room to breathe. Ooh, deep nade. Hyunbin feeling the force of that one. The follow-up. Big brain decimation as the Nitro's on target.
No way! Oh my days. Yangon Galactico is actually finishing a lot of that off there, but I mean, IQ's bought his team a massive amount of space. Falak moving up over towards Loxy, playing on an off angle. He's spotted now. Just a 2v4, and Regnum Kaya could be taking this home.
Turned on them, so the manpower advantage is good right now. In a position where they can build from this. But wait a minute. Oh, the Romeo story. He goes in for the stab in the dark. T24 with the battle back down to the final 2, and 2 are knocked. Battles it out. They're trying to scrap up close. DBS firing shots. Silas from the side, and that's enough to steal it away. It was a good game from 4 Thrives, but in the
over towards Erangel itself.
Oh yes, follow your favorite teams and get ready for the scenes that we're going to be winning.
Now, looking to go for that rotate we talked about earlier, off towards that western side.
Oh, it's a nice first shot actually. You see the dive in from Alter Ego.
Mile as well. This is a good turnout coming through from Alter Ego. They don't blow up the boat either, so that's an option for them if they want it. Managed to get a hold of one of those, came across late on the north side from Sharkfin, down towards Grandma on the north side of Sosnovka. But since then, they have been moving far, far into the circle. Tospic gets caught out by Kenotrope, and there is no response. The future pruns down, but Prestel G in position. Oh, man.
It all gets a little bit awkward.
And he falls through the map.
He's gone. He's done.
Better of a game.
Rejoin now with Alter Ego as well. It's Rosemary once again that's finding influence. Ooh, wow, that is rough. Quick shot. Beautiful work with the DBS. Big pop of pump, mate.
Yeah, S12K there looking lovely. Moana, though, doesn't want to let this end too quickly, but in the meantime, Alpha Gaming have spotted a weakness on the sidelines.
Shots back over, trying to dip into cover to stay alive. Moana making moves at least on Ajol, so Alpha lose one, reply back over as well, ripping out quick shots. R8 feeling the brunt of the damage, but Alpha also struggling to contend with this. Fights breaking out across the map as well. Regnum Karia taking head on against 4 Thrives, Influence Rage even popping up into the commotion.
Yeah, 4 Thrive just out. Weren't able to make that position happen on that south side despite being on the map so. Over towards Kenotrope, Regnum Karia on the side, and that's one player down immediately.
Nades underneath the fence as well. No protection to play with as the legs are blown out. They've got to get up close and personal. Response back, Nade the compound. Volt looking to get himself in once he's topped up on the HP and avoid the sideline from Regnum Karia. Meanwhile, from distance, Diego gets vision on them. Battles back, few shots over. Volt's POV with the DPS up close. Looking to make some noise on this one.
Volt's in for an electric finish here. Shing actually on the top side. Taking some good shots down. Diego's just going to keep sending those pot shots through. Yangon Galacticos sending across Romeo behind. Look at the regroup with his Juliet and SayCloud. How long will this love story go on for as Romeo will get battered down by Scarface? One of the best long-range players in Turkey. Happening right now from Ida. Real tough rotate for them from that eastern side, but they made it happen. Got themselves into a bit of a ditch, and here it is. Just trying to take that angle off. A nice nade over the top there. We'll find SayCloud, but this is from Team Secret. Ida is getting torn to shreds. Darkin's just going to have to send further down. Take up position where SayCloud was. Very unlikely Rita gets away from this. That nade's on target.
Slight bounce back up, saved by the bonnet there. Ooh, been taking anyone down that tries to fight the back nade round the corner. Volt, the solo for Vision, trying to keep himself alive with the 2020. Let's see what he can do.
Nice. Might be running out a little bit.
Really just trapped behind the tree. Hoping for a cook nade right on target. The 3-pointer potentially.
Not seen him.
That's rough, bro. As soon as he pushes up as well.
She's obscuring the vision. Good shots from Shing as well. I mean, the fact that they moved down on this as well is...
It does throw off the vision.
Come on,
wow.
Yes!
He actually makes it work for the first knockback over.
But this off angle is brutal.
Still just doing what they've been really doing best for free throughout the course. This one, Circles bless them time and time again. They're able to take the instant 1v1s. No real room for trades either, so you're just losing out. Every time they find an elim, it gets worse and worse. Brings Team Secret down to an awful position. The solo dolo. Ooh, nice peek over though. Frankie makes the play, hits the first. Zone going to be nipping at the heels. He's got to get a move on.
Nice.
There's the nade down. And that's enough to blow him out. TT on top, literally, and with the chicken chase.
It's like a few triangles.
Yeah. Well, we saw that from TT. They went for the triangle. Yeah, exactly.
Crazy endings on Miramar on the island finish. So they've been looking for someone to play with. I think Toshpik has filled that role very nicely, but it is Loxy who is a criminal with the M4.
That's the thing, I suppose, is how long does that go their way? R8 with the dive in. Up close and personal here. Good so far up against IG. Able to handle themselves nicely on the crash towards the ridge side. It's a little bit of cover to work off as well. Restock themselves. Over the top though, that's Volt setting himself good distance on it. Nice detonation, clean connection. Nade's right on target. Couple left to work with as well amongst the squad, and they're going with the staggered nade, one after another, getting it close on the vehicle. It's going to land on target. The mortar shells raining out. So Vision making it very uncomfortable for R8. However, never alone. Backside, that's Fanta getting the shot off from GMX. You got the drive up here as well. Alter Ego going in. Meanwhile, POV of Solus, that's Fireflux, looking to see if they can steal away any points from the commotion that's been caused here. Smokes up all around. Vision rough for them to get info on this. Nade's going to be close. Right at the feet there.
Keep this calm though for them. Scarface looks to move forward. He'll underhand over the top side. There's a lot of damage over towards Prestige. And he will go down. But that's the Gamax off in the distance. The Stolen managed to find themselves a bit more cover over towards a compound off in the distance there. But in comes Alpha Gaming. And will this be a moment where Alpha Gaming suffers, or will they take it to Gamax here? They get one res off. One is down, but they're swift with it.
It looked like a huge nade, but it's going to be more the plays that are made up close and personal. Gamax, struggling on this one as the dive comes in from Alpha. They clean up.
Move through, lovely stuff. Loxy gets up to 600 damage. Will do a lot of work over towards Yangon Galacticos, who find themselves in a crater of misery here versus 4 Thrives. Will not let anyone in to their...
Honestly, though, you're going to take that every time, man. Like the dive in from Yangdong, the fact they've been able to grab that one away, get the additional stock from it, still have good zone control to play off. Yeah, there could be a lot to build from this, but it's the Moana madness in the back line, getting the shots in. IDA struggling, Influence Rage as well, getting hit heavy. Down
on 800 damage now. Silas will even find King. Should be the last player there for Thundertox as well.
Oh, mate. He's the mobile heavy machine gun, like absolutely on it right now. That's what I was saying. He smelt blood in player.
Still making it work. Doc comes up towards the front line. A brilliant Molotov, and that will be Kino Trope burning to the ground there. Alpha get
back onto him. Got a quick run in. Top looking to at least maybe save his mate. Hyunbin, Molly in the back. Flames go up. Keep him pinned.
Doc's down here. Great shot through the smoke. Hyunbin takes a nade just to the forehead, but he headers it away. And it will keep him alive for the time being. Another nice air burst, but they're sending one far, and it gets both of them. Doc's down. Top takes a tumble. It might just be the Elims they find this match. In the meantime, it is Sizzy who does find a player over towards Regnum Kai. That's Loxy right in the background. Luckily, Silas is nearby, might be able to in.
Opens it up, commits off the back. They've got the nade primed as well, so it's opportunity for Regnum Karia here. Up close with the DPS defense on the front line, looking for more. Through the smoke, bullets go out. It connects. Toss pick down.
Silas got a big jump ahead of him now. Tries to go for one more, but it's Rosemary. Looking to get into the fight. It's a Rose Hail Mary.
4 Thrives as well. They sense the opportunity to strike. Everyone's attention turned towards the front. They're in the back and they're biting down. Regnum Karia fully out of commission. Rosemary throws another clip in and looks to unload Misery.
4 Thrives, they're not done yet. They hear all this happening in the wings. And they're looking to clip some of their own. Sizzy on the barest amount. Although DBS in hand.
Such an uncomfortable angle. They're so focused on area denial over towards 4 Thrives. They know he's there, but it's to peek into it. He makes the heads-up call, goes for the sprint up. Oh, trying to keep him guessing with the Texas two-step, but it's not enough. Alter Ego.
Swing round. Get some vision on. They've had a passive game here of Bolt, but they've got a significant position. Moana's going to try and pick up Rosemary, but it's Aaron to strike from the back line.
Been biding his time for so long, but finally shows up to the party. Vehicle on fire, his cover's being taken away from him, physically ripped away as the bullets come down. T24 got vision back over onto that side. The last 3 remaining squads fighting amongst one another.
Noki's got to hit hard onto this one. Does it connect in the first place? Gets 1, gets 2, and Noki goes for an unbelievable 1v2 in the vehicle. It looked close, but the bumper.
Out there.
We'll send someone to get you,
I'll be honest with you, good-looking guy looks like a Greek god out there. But hey, at the end of the day...
They'll start to crash into their locations.
And they are, and the bridge fight is underway. Yangon Galacticos, again, another team that is on their last 3 games at 48 points. They need a little bit more, and this is how you get the party started. Fighting up against Regnum Karia, who's been absolutely unstoppable. Loxy moving in. Now, Loxy has been the top, or was the top elimination leader for this roster just yesterday, and I expected to be the tip of the spear in this fight, but unfortunately, Losing one of your teammates is going to hurt, but you still got 3 to work with.
Ooh, a nice little clip there from Rosemary to be able to find a player from Thundertalk that rotate around on the south edge, not playing well there. Unfortunate for them. There's Alpha actually keeping their players in towards Rostock. Not only that, they're pushing in towards the south side of the urban environment there. Doc with a nade on the bounce, and finding another player from IDA, gets the shutdown, actually goes to... They're just leaving players behind. They're bleeding out, and they're on 2 now. It's not looking good. This is, again, just indecisive, floundering play. The nade connects, though.
Nade connects, but how much is it really going to help when you only have 2 players? And Alter Ego's not a team to back out. They've had a wonderful day so far. This is game 4 officially for them. They still have all of tomorrow's competition. But Chrono's gonna be rocking around right, but it doesn't pay off. Krypton takes him right down. The revive should be perilous, and in fact, it looks like they're going straight into 4 thrives. This is gonna be a tremendous fight, and you can argue both of these rosters need this because they're on their last 3 games, and already DRX taking themselves down.
Hyunbin goes down first, losing a player early for the South Koreans on the approach, and a second as well. This is a really well-handled push coming through.
Once they crossed the bridge, they had Vision shooting at them. For them, they just kind of went a little bit haywire. They had to crash into hard cover. That's exactly what they did at 4 thrives. Unfortunately for DRX, we're already set up from one fight to another. Vision, we get on board with them, of course, with Team Secret trying to take them on.
Ooh, a nice early nade up through to the high ground. Vision seemingly having a little bit of a game on their hands against Team Secret, and it's only one player on the outside. A lovely hop across with a pump action. Finds Never Alone. The experience now set aside. Volt needs to try and charge something up here, but not gonna get tagged by that nade on the cross. Volt pops down and goes for the Bison wrap around there, but in the meantime, there's the flush coming on through.
Jaiki's playing this very, very well. Sliver of health, however, can he live? Can he have an opportunity to get a med kit? Not the case. He gets naded down, and that's going to put the pressure now on the remaining members of Team Secret, who are just going for the cleanups. Jaiki can absolutely be res, but Marcelo says, no, not today. Vision with 2. How much work can they put in? Well, it seems like they might dip away from this. Team Secret arguably walk away with the better end of the stick. They get the most damage done, and Vision actually isn't over with. I thought they were going to get out of here, but they feel like they can't, and the pressure is really on. Their ticking damage now into the smoke, and Team Vision might be able to get the cleanup once they rotate out, but if not them, Kenotrope also taking shots.
They have a little bit of time.
Who all have to rotate over. I can't believe it. Marcelo still manages to pick up some of the players from Team Secret. I feel like that's a massive oversight. This should not be happening. Team Secret should have been staying alive, but granted, Kenotrope...
The center of the map. Second, Alpha pushed across the road to the south. They didn't need to, but they took down the majority of RA, and now we've got a fight on the north side. It is intense game versus Regnum Kaya, and it looks like a tense game. Have a chance, but Silas is on the warpath. Pump action out wide, doesn't connect. It looked like it might have been on target, but no, it sails wide, and he will not find any retribution. Regnum Kaya fall to 1. Actually, Alpha getting lit up, Doc's too far out wide, and Influence Rage is still alive with 1 player. Diego was there, and he was able to extract his pound of flesh.
All right, on board with Thunder Talk, locking down the stairs and doing it quite well. That choke point, so critical. Obviously a replay from earlier, but for Thunder Talk's perspective.
6 of those 28 points come from that one game, and right now they haven't really proven to have the backup behind that. They were on top of that massive mountain on that military island position. They had a really easy time, frankly, of that game. And so, whilst sure, they're having a good day, they need to show more. Certainly to be in with a do more than tickle, and Finale wants to try and put him down here. Remove that threat on the northern side. Your vehicle connects the spray.
They are exceeding everybody's standards as far as I'm concerned. We see a replay onto the fight between Alter Egos and APG, and was Rosemary up top just putting in work, not only on the faraway members from APG, but also for Thrives. And that was the down that I ended up seeing in the elimination feed. So a little bit more as he's got to go north straight into the enemies.
Fireflux wrapping around on the north side, across the open ground, straight into the duo, and they're holding well. They're holding strong. Scarface last player to stand, but with the DBS able to keep Solus alive as well, and they take up the mantle of the duo in the ditch here on the outside of these compounds. Now, between these two teams, it's Alter Ego and 4 Thrive, the major threats in this lobby.
Oh, wow, but getting that knock is huge. Maybe Alter Ego's
like in danger now, coming through from Alter Ego, could potentially be in their sightlines. You can see how close they are, but it is just shots and nades and every kind of ordnance being sent on in. But I getting so bold with it.
Yes, and he shouldn't have done that. He overcommitted, you have to assume. Alter Egos
from both of the hard covers. Over to Fireflux. This is the other stronghold position as Krypton diverts, goes for a drive-by, back into the driver's
WBC doesn't quite connect on the shots, but down go Fireflux. They lose one on the knock, but they have full control on the outside now, and neither of the two other teams can take a challenge. They can't leave whilst the other survives.
Wow, look at how active Alter Egos are getting. They are taking the fight to everybody, and they are winning. Rosemary once again.
Across the road to R8 and allowed 4 Thrives in the door, and that spelled their demise. For now, they do still have an opportunity to get a little bit further here. We've seen what duos can do, but with the chokehold that Alter Ego have on this circle, I don't imagine it's going to last for that long.
Not at all, and man, I'm so impressed with Alter Egos. The amount of pressure, not only with their utility, but also taking the moment and shining through it. Alter Egos mowing down 4 Thrives. They took down one earlier. They get the finish on them, and now it's APG versus Alter Egos. And Rosemary, who else? The tip of the spear, pushing forward, looking to take down APG, take game number 4, and they will do exactly that.
A beautiful chicken dinner coming through from Alter Ego. They rotate around.
Which, again, already sensational, but you got to remember, last Miramar again, already hearing some shots. Yeah, intense game already in a little bit of trouble, but Dream.
Best Archer, go.
Legolas.
Okay,
Come on.
There we go. Well, let's see if Madcap can nail these shots down the stairs as well.
Oh.
Surfing on the shield? I don't think so. He's not going to be able to find it, and that's only one.
Rafa might be that guy. Darkin moving down. Adrian spots him. Adrian, good trigger discipline. Finally goes on the attack. Misses too many shots, but finally clutches up in the end. My heart, it can't take it. I thought Adrian was about to choke. A guaranteed elimination.
The issue is the ammo count here. For Adrian on the outside, he doesn't have a lot to play with. Sure, he got the knock, but it's not confirmed yet. And Nate takes down Rafa. The Archers no more.
No more indeed. Well, here it is. Silence. You've been waiting. You've been waiting all this time. You go to the classic top of the stairs and already down. Rita gets the off angle, takes him out. And Adrian, the last stand, the last attempt for intense game to make anything happen in game number 5. And, well, he's maneuvering. He's walking away. And honestly, he can't truly disengage because the question is, or excuse me, Eden.
Off their south flank, but Fireflux pushing up to the road to take more shots, and they clock IQ as he goes for the cross. Look for more. Nocky very, very low, but just about surviving. Catch sidles on in with the M249. Plenty of ammo, plenty of guts to go for it, and he makes the play work. A nade over the top of 4 Thrives are losing 2. No 2 ways about it. They are going down.
That's it, and the rest of the 4 Thrives member just forced to retreat, get out of there, and live to play another day. And I know it seems a bit rough, and it is. Don't mistake it, but
Money on R8 right now, despite them not doing so well. They've got a really powerful spot with that ridgeline in tow that sits out to their east side. They're going to be happy with it. We'll see if they can capitalize. In the meantime, on the south side, there's been fights popping off. Yangon Galacticos and Kinotrope have been at it. But Regnum Karya now going to join in the fray with all 4 of their players.
no, Tospic is just off to his left, and Tospic is going to go ahead and just chill out, spring the trap. Once Smile peeks his head up, he might be dead here.
He's hopped back into the vehicle, though, and he may have just escaped catastrophe. He's so slow in the driver's seat. He's on the driver's side as well. Smile, he goes down. Is there a retribution? Is there an answer? No. Romeo's up. His teammate Silas has fallen. Their IGL leader will go down. So 1 player for Regnum Karya. In the meantime, Romeo's still putting them through the ringer. Will lose 1 and influence race.
Regnum Karya, well, they're all done for as well. Fireflux against APG. Zion's going to fall down. Reefus also very low in health. Then you've got R8 just above them. And, well, do they decide to maybe take that high ground over Fireflux? Well, in the meantime, Fireflux need to finish this fight off as quickly as possible. You know you've got it down. You know there's utility coming your way. And Scarface, half damage. He gets taken down. And there is the third party from R8.
Catch now, the last to stand for Fireflux. The high ground coming into effect here. Reefus claims one of those points. Zyol is down. Alpha are flagging a little bit. Next circle is just about to pop, and finally, Marth finds that final blow. Right, more and more.
APG going for the res. Oh, can't get it. There's a huge nade to drop Reefus, and he's in.
2 teams of 4 will look to go for it. Here's a replay of how Fireflux fell. Marth just lighten them up. You can see the nades from the low ground and puts that nade in as well. Fireflux into the blue zone's going to push Noaf out, and now they're going to have to go for it. They do manage to go for the approach and do open up with a knock towards Ida, but Marth is still there, and Damar is ready for the res. The north side a little bit more exposed, but nobody's pushing from that angle. Nades on in aren't quite connecting, and Vision can't get their foot in the door.
Well, Marcelo's back up, though, and that's a huge boon for them, in my opinion. We've watched Marcelo make some wonderful plays, and, well, he can do exactly the same here. The question is, how do you penetrate the top of this hill? And it seems almost impossible when you mention Marth, right? Well, they're not feeling too comfortable because their back is exposed. This is going to happen to you with ThunderTalk. You mentioned coming onto the backside now. Vision forced to focus their attention up ahead. King, though, is looking at a wave of nades, and he's forced to retreat.
Moves out to the side, sidesteps them. Sheng nearly tumbles himself down the hill into another, but only takes a little bit on their first 4 matches. And we'll see what more they can do today. Are they going to be able to overtake Alpha 7 on their 6-match record?
It's a question, and that would be a big statement without question. You look at Alpha 7 and what their history and what they've got. Lil Boy finally gets active onto DRX. Lil Boy and Influence Rage, right? They've been going through the blindly thing Lil Boy could do in that moment was just get 1 elimination, 1 additional point. But it did hurt DRX quite a bit because now they're down to a solo.
They are not going to have a good time. DRX eliminated on the north side, and that leaves Alter Ego a little bit more free and clear with all 4 of their players. Arthur does manage to get the heal off and the reposition away from the bus, but they are bearing down upon him. He's going to lay in wait and try and look for a point here. Spots Krypton on the approach in the buggy, but gives his position away. And with a clenched fist, Arthur goes down.
I think he's been spotted. Volt, good shots onto one from ThunderTalk just up ahead, but not enough to get the drop. Plenty of damage out. 1 player from Alter Egos, mind you, is down, and they're crashing in onto Ida. Alter Egos getting active once again, aggressive, much like they did before, but it looks like Ida is winning those engagements, and, well, they only win them for so much. Alter Egos 2 downs, but they should be able to recover. Meanwhile, for ThunderTalk, Vision finally pushing against them. Tons of utility being out, but it looks like Vision are slowly going down.
The graveyard of Fireflux becomes the terminal location for 2 players of Vision as well, and now they have to play into a 2 versus 3. They find the re-knock onto Shing and the spray down towards ThunderTalk, but it is a shooting gallery, and a huge nade comes over to answer the question of what can be done here. It's R8 sending more ordnance over the top, and a third party from Alter Ego.
Yeah, beautiful opportunity for R8. They sniff it out, they push forward, they get the finishes, they take the players down, but like you said, Alter Ego's now starting to crash in. They gave up the compound, and now they have it.
R8 now being pushed to the borders. They have to turn their attention over to the west as Alter Ego flow well for R8. They've been holding this compound like their lives depend on it. R8 have been admirable in this position, but Rosemary wants to change that story. Rewrite something here or there, but he goes down low. The challenge with the shotguns works out, and another player from R8 fell off in the distance, but they're getting the res onto Mark. The nade changes it, and Prestige goes down too. R8 finally getting pushed aside, and who else but Alter Ego? A huge turn up for them as
he doesn't want to move, but I will say he's been and he gets melted from a distance, and it's all but over with as Alter Egos are going straight for the winner chicken dinner. However, we have seen solo plays, and they are magnificent, and Zeus is looking to do just that.
Xerus moving in, a 1 versus 3 around the inside, and he goes down. Of course, they shut it out, and it is all guns blazing here. Alter Ego top their own score.
Is guaranteed once Group Red returns to tomorrow's competition.
Absolutely, it is going to be a slobber knocker, to be sure, tomorrow.
And I think they'll be just fine. Influence Rage, you go ahead and park the bus in this compound. R8 will continue to disengage themselves a little bit further away. No problems there. Now, the closer I got to you, the more nervous I got. The more distance, the better. Joking, APG running into trouble, and this could be very tough. A team that needs to at least get a little bit more points, I think, to feel more comfortable breaking into top 8, going into tomorrow's competition. They're going to have to go at it with 3. Kinetrup also losing a player, maybe even 2, as we start to see ThunderTalk wake up once again. A team that played the final end zone so well in the previous game, now doing it once again, and they're taking it to 2 teams simultaneously.
There we go, nades over the top. looking for the shutdown here, and Reefus with the spray down. Alpha Gaming are chiming in, so a pincer, a vice grip around the position, but Kinotrope are able to squirt out the side there and just get away back towards their backstop position. Only though with 2 players alive to keep the wind in their sails and keep on going. Romeo, we've seen what damage this guy can do. We'll see if he can do a little bit more over towards Gamax, who have lost one already. They've taken a knock as well, so they are playing on as 2. Yangon Galacticos going to sidle on into the compound there. The concrete's trying to keep safe around it, but Gamax can't suppress him. Smile is on the hunt, and that is 1 more under the belt. Gamax going down without a fight.
There it is, without a fight, since, well, today, just not...
Want a slice of the pie here as well. We'll see who's able to pick up the pieces, but it might just divert the fight between these 2 4-player squads.
Oh, AJ from ThunderTalk takes down 1 from Team Secret, who might be crumbling right before our eyes. Xeris still has to move forward to help his team out. ThunderTalk is mainly doing this fight with just 2 players, mind you, and Jing has been the linchpin, and he's been the one starting the fights for this ThunderTalk roster, and it looks like Alter Egos are sending a solo out, just try and get away as this fight is currently underway. Team Secret going for the reave. Currently at, I don't foresee them having to move anytime soon. We look at intense game against Vision, and looks like a big win so far for IG. Much needed points. They've been relatively quiet all day today. Game number 6, would it be unorthodox? A heroic effort in tomorrow's competition.
Regnum Kaya hoping that I'm right on my bubble prediction right now, because they've just been eliminated. They have 81 points at the moment. That might well be enough, but only tomorrow we'll be able to tell. Or maybe the rest of these games here. Looks like Alter Ego's miracle run may be drawing short as we've seen the numbers start to dwindle on this match. Vision, they were looking to try and chase, but they were a real outside chance on this one, and they potentially are going it down. But never alone, he's not going to give up. Not without around here as Intense Game have a backstop of Yangon Galacticos. It is just Romeo here, but SayCloud's not too far off either. The spray down works out well. Though Scarface Solus fall, the answer is sent back the way of Intense Game, but the front axle careens over the dunes here, and Silence once more. He's to the next team falls. Every point's going to matter here. Team Secret on 78. They are currently level with Alter Ego, who have gone down, but the 6-man disadvantage. Intense Game do send on in towards DRX's bunker, but they are not having a good time of it. The 3 players alive for DRX are working with one another beautifully. So easy though. The last to stand stays alive for the South Korean roster, but in comes RA. Got 3 points. They're over Regnum Kaya now, which is a very nice place to be. Another point would be beautiful, but they've got the placements. The nades from the backline doesn't tag on to QX, and the nade from So Easy, looking for Marth, isn't going to be able to get the full job done, but does tag him, force that heal. He's burning, and there's the knock. The Molotov behind him forces him out of the bunker, and they may be onto another one. R8, losing their 4th position, have lost a little bit of momentum.
They haven't.
That info will have heard those steps. He knows exactly that the player there has full sight lines, goes for the spray down. He does not miss those. There is no way that he's going to lose out on that engagement, and that's another point. Let's try and stay safe. In the meantime, 4 Thrives over on this northwest edge. They found Yangon Galacticos with 2 players still standing. SayCloud and Romeo down in the ditch, and Falak close by with a nade, looks for the cook over the top, doesn't quite connect, and T24 is down in the meantime. 2 players to face him, and he will be rebuffed.
Well, he gets taken down. Revenge is in the cards for Yangon Galacticos, taking on 4 Thrives, dodging buggies. Do we go over the top? Well, IQ goes for the attempt, backs away. What are we doing? You had full ground to do it. Nades are being cooked. If he could just apex that hill, he's taking them both out, but he doesn't know. And the nades come in. Can IQ live? Yes, but just barely. You can't res Phallic here. Surely not. There's no reason to even go for it, but he gets a couple of shots on the SayCloud. IQ finally.
Now, you need those as a solo to go further. Another team drops, and now 5 teams remain. These placements are adding up. The P90 for Noki, a 1 versus 2, but it's a needle threaded from the back.
For the longest time, and finally some shots are being fired. He just going straight into him. Hold up, DRX melting them down, and is this the end to Ida's run?
Yangon Galacticos also will have sightlines onto this. They're now hitting the deck, trying to go for the nades, but they're getting lit up from every angle, and not even finding a knock onto DRX. Only 1 player now from Ida stands, and everybody else is picking a piece of them out, adding it to their score tally. Darking desperately looking for the res, but the stand-up not going to be successful there, as it is again Yangon Galacticos to find the opening, to look for the shot. So easy is pushed back, but Ida are flagging, and Team Secret, where are they? They're still on their belly buttons.
They're hiding. They've been hiding this entire time. They're going for gold, and the opportunity is there. But I said it, right? Yangon Galacticos can still do this if they get every point, and they're going for it. Team Secret finally get active. They get off their stomachs. They're on their feet, and they're pushing up towards Yangon Galacticos. The question is, can they win the 2v2?
Belt buckles to the enemy, boys. We need to take the fight now. Team Secret out of the ditch and into the fire for Yangon Galacticos. They are sending the nades on in, trying to split them up, trying to find those little bits of information that they can play off. 6 smokes still available for SayCloud, but it's not really going to matter too much. They are into the final circle. It is closing, and they stand up. The first stock is there. Team Secret now in a 1 versus 1 trade. Romeo, who's been devastating, but it's shotgun shell for shotgun shell, and Yangon Galacticos able to close it down. Will it be enough?
Question is, will it be enough? Is exactly the question.